Hey ho, monk on the silent hill here. It's silent because there's a power outage and it's already taking way too long. As shown in a video before, we had a super early snowfall that caused tons of branches and trees to fall. When it finally stopped, we had one day where it cleared up, and we used that day to clear the road, and after that it started raining, and it did not stop for another 4 days. So that snowfall was so bad that whole villages in the area don't have power anymore. The electricity company since then is working non-stop on the problem, but it's just too much. My power, it comes from a village that's back there, and for days now it's darkness there. The power line that's coming to my homestead snapped at least on 3 bits, but me being alone up here, I'm not their priority. First, the whole village over there needs to get the power back, and maybe then it's up to me to get it back. So it's been now 1 whole week without power up here. After the second day, I ran out of benzene for my generator, I ran out of gas for my gas stove. So that all wasn't too pleasant. Luckily I could drive down after the road clearing and fill everything back up. So what I'm doing in such a situation, I'm having this small solar panel here. Of course that needs sun, so that's no good anymore. Usually that's just good enough for a small power outage that I can recharge my phones and power banks that I'm having. And how I'm doing that inside now, I'll show you. For heating, I'm having a wood stove. That wood stove has a water tank in there, and here the water is coming out and going to the radiators spread in the house. I'm having this battery system here. If the battery is new in here, that's just good enough to keep the pump running as long as the fire is on. I added another car battery to it, so now it'll last a bit longer, but of course not for a whole week. Everything in the refrigerator, of course, it's no good anymore. It feels like it's warmer inside than in the kitchen itself. So it's full of water. Everything melted, but I usually only have like animal food in here. Cat food and dog food. I don't mind about the dog food because dogs like it when the food it gets a bit rotten. So I don't mind about that. Freezer's not working as well. I haven't dared to open it up yet, but I guess everything is boiled in there. But as I said, I'm having a gas stove here, so I still can make me something. There was one night where I tried to use the oven to cook something when the generator was running, but that didn't work out too good because the generator isn't a top-notch model, so that thing started jumping around in that basement over there. I won't do that again. Of course, nothing's working without electricity, no computer, no lights. The boiler is not working, but there's a hot water coil inside of the boiler, so I can actually make a bit of hot water with the wood stove, but it's not making a lot. I managed to take a shower once within this week now. It was nice. Even if it's a week now without power, I still walk into dark rooms and try to turn on the light and nothing's coming. Then of course the mobile antenna for the phones, that also needs electricity. The company put out generators, big ones around the villages, but every time they are working on it they have to take the power down, and so there are times where I don't even have a phone signal, not speaking about internet. But the optimist that I am, there are always positive things. In this case now, it's Kitty Malka. Multiple times a day she goes out checking on the weather. Because the first 1.5 years she was with me, she had to stay outside. and now she's definitely an outdoor cat. But with that lousy weather we are having, she spends more time inside. And actually last night was the first night she came to my bed for some cuddles. I enjoyed that a lot. That means we are getting closer. Yep, weather is still not good. So let's check out the generator. Here it is. And of course, if that's on, then it's over with the silence and as well as the good air I'm usually having up here on this mountain, because I extended the exhaust to the outside and I constantly smell the fumes out there. My whole property is stinking now. That was actually one of the reasons I moved here, to be away from noise and exhaust fumes that I kept on smelling where I was before. So let's fire it up. And I have power again. Exhaust fumes, yay. Another problem are the chickens. Now the chicken coop is dark on the inside, so in the evening they don't want to go back in. And the only thing I could do, now it's getting loud in there because of the water is falling on the chicken coop roof. The chickens are usually out, now they're coming in because of me. I'm having this solar lamp here. In the evening I turn it on so they can at least see where to get in and find their roosts. And of course I have to go back in and turn it off when they are all inside. So as soon as the generator is running, all my power banks are loading up and the pump for the wood stove is working. I'm able to get the house warm. That's the most important thing. And charging some lamps. From the generator I'm having 3 plugs now. One is for charging whatever I have to charge. Then I have extension cords running around my house. One goes to the wood stove, the other one to the computer, including the monitor, so I can edit videos, getting comfy on the couch next to the warm radiator. And yay, I have one lamp here that gives me light at night, if it's not blocked by the cat. Although Lizzie the dog isn't really pleased with the weather, so that's where he mostly is at the moment. And tomorrow I'm awaiting guests. I've seen on the forecast that the weather won't be good, and my thinking was, yeah, that's the time where I can clean the house, do laundry, get everything ready for the guests, obviously. No way! This is not an off-grid homestead, because usually the electricity around here is relatively cheap. I know other people are better equipped with loads of solar and loads of batteries and huge generators and whatnot. Not here. This is the longest power outage I'm experiencing here for the last 8 years. It will take the electricity company another couple of days. Who knows how long? Fingers crossed that they will solve it within the next 2-3 days. It might take longer. They are doing it in the real Bulgarian way. As long as it's working, don't touch it. So they are not maintaining the power lines that are going through the forests. That means they have to walk every bit of every power line and check if something happened there. So yeah, that's my situation at the moment. I only can hope that it'll be solved soon. Besides of the generator running, it's a relatively quiet life at the moment here. That's life in rural Bulgaria. If you want to see more about that, subscribe, leave a like, and see you in the next one.